Welcome to our SQL tutorial series. In this episode, we'll dive into the syntax of arithmetic operators in SQL. Whether you're a beginner or looking to brush up your SQL skills, you're in the right place. So, let's get started.
The arithmetic addition operator in SQL allows us to perform addition operations on numeric values within our database table. Here's the syntax for performing addition in SQL. In this syntax, column 1 and column 2 are the columns containing numeric values that we want to add. Sum column is an alias for the result of the addition operations which will be displayed in the query result. Let's have an example. In this example, we're adding the price column with the tax column from the products table and displaying the results as total price. To sum up, we've learned about the SQL arithmetic addition operator and this syntax for performing addition operations on numeric values within our database table.
Next one is the subtraction operator. Let's start by understanding the basic syntax of the subtraction operator in SQL. The subtraction operator is represented by a minus sign and is used to subtract one value from another in SQL queries. Here's the basic syntax. In this example, we're subtracting the values in column 2 from the values in column 1 and displaying the result in a new column named result column. Now, let's see a practical example. Consider a table named sales with columns revenue and expenses. We want to calculate the profit, which is revenue minus expenses. Executing this query will give us the profit for each entry in the sales table. And here's the result. We have the profit calculated for each entry, thanks to the subtraction operator in SQL. Now, let's discuss some important points to remember when using the subtraction operator in SQL. First, make sure the columns you're subtracting from each other have compatible data types. For example, you can subtract a string from an integer. Second, be mindful of null values. If any of the columns contain null values, the result of the subtraction will also be null. And that's a wrap for mastering the SQL subtraction operator.
Third one is the multiplication operator. This operator is quite handy when you need to perform calculation within your SQL queries. Let's get started. In SQL, the multiplication operator is represented by the asterisk symbol. It's used to multiply values together with your queries. Let's start with a simple example. Say we have a table name products with columns for quantity and unit price. We want to calculate the total price by multiplying these two columns together. In this query, we're selecting the quantity column multiplied by the unit price column. The result of this multiplication is as total price. And there you have it. That's how you can use the arithmetic multiplication operator in SQL to perform various calculations with your queries.
Second to the last is the division operator. The division operator in SQL is represented by the symbol slash. It allows us to divide one numeric value by another. Let's start with the basic syntax. Here, dividend is the number we want to divide, and the divisor is the number by which we want to divide the dividend. Suppose we have a table called sales, and we want to calculate the average sales per month. We can use the division operator to achieve this. In this example, we're summing up the amount column, or the dividend, and dividing it to the total number of records, or the divisor, to get the average sales per month.
Last but not the least, the modules operator. Let's start with the basics, the modules. Operator, represented by the percentage symbol, calculate the remainder of division operation. It's incredibly handy for baristas, from generating sequences to conditional checks. Now let's explore how to use the modules operator in SQL. The syntax is straightforward to find the remainder of dividing column /A by column B. A column /B when simply write column /A percentage column /B. Let's see it in action. Suppose we have a table numbers with two columns, value and divider. We want to find the remainder when each value is divided by its corresponding divider. Executing this query, it gives the remainder for each pair of values and dividers. Before we wrap up, here are some tips to maximize your usage of the modules operator. Firstly, reminder that the modules operator only works with numeric data types. Secondly, consider performance implication, especially with large datasets, and finally practice using it different scenarios to fully grasp its potential.
And there you have it. You've now learned about the syntax of SQL arithmetic operators, from addition to modulus. These operators are powerful tools for performing calculations in SQL queries. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more SQL tutorial and tips.